So freaking heartbreaking. Such a heartbreaking loss for the New York Knicks as they took on the Phoenix Suns tonight at Madison Square Garden, a game that started up earlier. The New York Knicks losing, the final score being 116 to 113, losing in such a devastating fashion, heartbreaking, gut wrenching. I want to just take a shower and cry right now. That's what type of mood I'm in. And by the way, I'm laughing through the pain right now, smiling through the pain right now. I do this shit for you guys because holy fuck. I don't want to be that Knicks fan that's very cliche. And it's only the Knicks that happens to that very difficult game winner by Devin Booker. I don't want to be that Knicks fan because Devin Booker has a track record of hitting very difficult shots. He's actually hitting a game winner against us, if you remember. I believe it was very early on in his career, his first or second year. Beautiful turnaround jumper was actually a game winning buzzer beater. We were very bad during that time, which obviously wasn't that long ago, but it was a very tough shot by Devin Booker. He has this history of hitting very difficult shots. But there's a little script going on here, in my opinion. No, I'm joking, but isn't it crazy? Just happens to be a coincidence. A couple days ago, we take on the Miami Heat, obviously one of the best defenses. Bam Adebayo, beast. Jimmy Butler, stud. He has a killer mentality. He is a difficult shot maker. He makes big-time shots down the wire. Jimmy Butler sizing up RJ Barrett. Obviously, the Knicks came back down 21, down 19 in that fourth quarter. Jimmy Butler sizing up RJ. RJ, good contest on Jimmy Butler. Despite the amazing elevation, Jimmy Butler does not knock down the jumper. And obviously, Butler has the mentality that he's going to keep taking that shot. So a couple days later, we take on the Phoenix Suns. No Kevin Durant. So we know Devin Booker is getting that shot. Kevin Durant, obviously one of the best scorers of all time. The best scorer I've seen, natural scorer of the basketball, especially at his size, the way he scores it. No Grayson Allen gets after it defensively, could shoot the three ball, has had some back-breaking shots against us when he was with Milwaukee. So we knew Devin Booker was definitely going to be going for that shot. But Devin Booker is known for being a difficult shot maker. He's known for being clutch. So maybe our moment was just it just came. It was just going to happen. Get the heartbreaking shot out of the way right now. It's not just the Knicks thing. Jimmy Butler missed his, got away with it there. That was a win. But that basketball gods were like, we can't help you this much. This is Devin Booker. It doesn't matter if he's falling out of bounds from three. Kind of on the right wing like the Jimmy Butler shot, but obviously different type of shot. RJ defending Booker one-on-one. The help coming of Julius Randle. Booker rises, just swish, nothing but net, off balance, fading away. His only made three of the ball game, by the way. Only made three ball. He finished 1 for 4 from three, but that's what the best players do. They step up when it matters most. The two best players on the floor tonight, Jalen Brunson and Devin Booker. Jalen Brunson was the most dominant player in this game for 4 quarters of basketball. He was the only reason we were in this freaking game. We could talk about the turnaround in the third quarter, but let's be real. We would have been down 100 points after that first half if it wasn't for Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson was our only double-digit scorer. He was the only one that looked like he was wanting to play with heart or was playing with heart out there. The Knicks were getting killed on the offensive glass, absolutely murdered. The Knicks got out-rebounded when it came to the offensive boards tonight. The Phoenix Suns finished with 18 offensive rebounds, I believe, in this basketball game. They had 20 rebounds when it came to that first quarter. We were getting just killed. The Phoenix Suns were more physical than the New York Knicks at the end of the day. Mitchell Robinson eventually did make some adjustments when it came to positioning on rebounds. Got better at the end of that first, got better in the second, and obviously the third quarter is where the Knicks were hitting their stride and really started to thrive. We only had a lead, it felt like 2 times for a combined 30 seconds, and our largest lead was 2 points. But Mitchell Robinson eventually did make some adjustments. We were unlucky on some offensive rebounds, but Mitchell Robinson 10 rebounds. He had 5 offensive rebounds. Isaiah Hartenstein had 5 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds. But then he also had plays that just he let the ball go through his hands or bad timing and just didn't have good positioning on the boards. So when there's inconsistency of offensive rebounding and when you're shooting the three ball, you're probably going to get a decent amount of offensive rebounds, especially if they're deep, because they're going to be long boards. Like Eric Gordon, that back-breaking foul, and even though it really didn't affect us at the very end, but it was a sequence of events, that it was in a big-time moment. Eric Gordon takes that very deep three, but it's a long rebound, and then they're going to be in the bonus if we foul the Suns. It just goes really out to Booker, just one-on-one. Brunson and Booker both going after the ball, and then Brunson's unlucky there and fouls Booker, but that didn't really officially end the game or anything like that, so I wouldn't put that on Brunson. But Eric Gordon killing us. We let him have some open looks from beyond the arc. They killed us from three. So Eric Gordon sets Tony. He had 25 points in this game. It was unbelievable in that first quarter. Grimes is actually playing some solid defense on Devin Booker. Devin Booker really erupted when it came to that second half, but he didn't have a lot of made field goals, but we know he finds a way to get to the free throw line. Methodical footwork. He's an insane basketball player, obviously. There's a reason why he's been a multiple-time All-Star. He's been to the finals with Chris Paul. Obviously lost to the Milwaukee Bucks when he got there, but he's an unbelievable basketball player. But so many players were knocking down threes for the Phoenix Suns. You had Watanabe that came off the bench, knocked out a couple threes. I just don't understand the open looks at certain times. I understand Booker really attracts a lot, but I'm like, Watanabe, he doesn't have a big-time offensive skill set. Why do we give him an open look from three? That's where he kills people from beyond the arc. And you also take a look at the Phoenix Suns as well when it comes to the three-point shooting. Booker, again, his only made three was that really big-time shot, but you had Watanabe. Nasir Little was 3 for 6 from three. You live with that, because he's shooting 28% from three this season, very inconsistent coming out of North Carolina. So he was 50% from three. That's uncharacteristic. He had Goodwin, 2 for 3. He's a solid player, 14 points. Eubanks killed us on the offense glass, 4 offensive rebounds, and only 6. He had 6 total rebounds, 4 of them were offensive rebounds. He had Mitsu as well. I liked him when he was in Sacramento. Hit a couple threes as well. So when it came to the offensive rebounds, when it came to three-point shooting, it really hurt us. It felt like the Suns had 2 offensive possessions every play because we weren't able to come down with the defensive rebounds consistently. And it still happened when it mattered most, but the Knicks just got to clean it up because it looked like the Suns just straight up wanted it more in that first half, to be completely real. In the second half, the Knicks really competed and it looked like they wanted it at the same level of the Phoenix Suns in that second half, so credit to them there. But Randall, I was ripping my hair out. I thought I was going to have no hair in this video at 19 years old, and that would have been very embarrassing. Randall did finish with 28 points, played a lot better in that third quarter, gave us our only lead at that one point, started to be aggressive, started to work downhill, not really settled. His only shots you could say were kind of settles, not really, were the fadeaway jumpers that I wasn't a big time fan of because, or I'm not usually a fan of, but he knocked them down. He was using his physicality, working downhill, 2 straight and ones, took over in that third quarter, double-digit scoring quarter. But the Knicks weren't able to get over the hump when it came to three-point shooting, when it came to offensive rebounds. Booker starting to cook as well. You just got to overall give credit to the Phoenix Suns for executing when it comes to their ball movement and really getting not just their stars involved, but their bench, because they needed their bench to get involved, because this was the problem. So you have Randall, that's at the beginning he was settling, because at one point in the third quarter I'm like, damn, he's only taken 9 shots, but he settled for a very bad mid-range shot. He wasn't boxing out. He was standing around, didn't look committed at all, wasn't playing well defensively. It was more than just Randall, but I'm tired of seeing like Randall looks so committed and locked in when that third quarter starts. First half, it looks like he doesn't even care about basketball. That's my issue with not even just the IQ. When you're a talented player like Randall, your top 3 option, you have to constantly want it out there on the floor. I'm tired of seeing, like, you should never question if one of your top players really wants it. That's how you know you don't really have a guy. That's why I've always said I'll take a quality role player that may not have the upside of Randall, but I know wants it 100%. I'm not like 100% every night, and we know he's not going to take a play off. But Randall started to play a lot better in that third quarter, missed a kind of an easy look in that fourth quarter, which led to a Mitchell Robinson offensive rebound, which is kind of a good and a bad thing, because he can't shoot he can't shoot free throws to save his life. Beast on the offensive glass. Good defender. Sometimes you need to stop baiting people in and just go for the block, but this man can't make free throws to save his life. But Brunson, unbelievable night. He was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Randall missed one as well. I think RJ missed one, so we got to be better from the free throw line. But credit to the Suns, their bench stepped up. Like I mentioned, Goodwin, me too. Obviously, you have Eric Gordon, that was tremendous when it came to the starting lineup. You have Booker, but because Nurkic had 8 points and because you have Bates Diop, who's not known as a scorer, that definitely does hold back their offense a little bit, but he brings the versatility defensively, and that's the problem. RJ, yes, he didn't get involved a lot, but I would have liked to see him just really demand the basketball more, because you're not in good shape. He's not this player that you're asking him to be tremendous defensively or have a Josh Hart type of role, I should say. Josh Hart can get away with the 9 points more because he's producing with the rebounds, but he didn't tonight. 3 rebounds for Josh Hart's unacceptable. He usually breaks teams with those rebounds. He didn't do that tonight. But RJ, when you're not really getting this opportunity to facilitate, but he also had a play that was really ugly, looked like this elementary school handle, settled for this fadeaway, and I believe it resulted in an air ball end of the shot clock. So his handle needs a lot of work. Had a couple nice finishes. I do understand we have to get him involved, but you got to rebound the basketball better. 2 rebounds? That's unacceptable. You got to rebound better. I thought he was good enough defensively in this basketball game. Quickly, he ignited a spark when it came to helping us in that third quarter as well. But man, just such a heartbreaking game. Like that. I thought it was going to be the Eric Gordon three that was missed and then offensive rebound foul. And I'm like, all right, we're going to be stagnant down the stretch. But no, it was more heartbreaking with that Booker shot. And they had to add the cherry on top with freaking Brunson's shot going in and out from way downtown. Maybe if he held his follow through, it would have went in. But I wanted to touch base on Brunson. I was checking to make sure my camera didn't die. That happened last time in my video. I don't care if you look at Jalen Brunson as a number 1, a number 2, or a number 3. This dude is the fucking truth. He's my favorite Knick that I've seen. And I'm not just saying that. I was a Porzingis fan. You could say we surrounded Porzingis with crap, but we didn't win anything, so I didn't really get to appreciate it. Carmelo, I appreciated the hell out of. But Brunson, his career trajectory, he hasn't always been that dog. Like, yeah, he won in college, but he wasn't a top prospect. His career trajectory, his improvement year by year has been insane in this league. There was an uncertainty of what his role is going to be in Dallas. He went off in the playoffs in Dallas. People were saying he's overpaid, not a big enough sample size. I thought he was a quality player. You could be the biggest Jalen Brunson fan in the world. You did not think he was going to play at this high of a level. He looks like he's going to take another step this year. He's 27 years old. He's in his prime. He's taking more threes, but he's still getting to that mid-range. He's still working downhill. His footwork, he's such a methodical just operator out there on the floor. People saying he couldn't facilitate, couldn't pass tonight. Well, 8 assists. Did a great job probing around, finding Randall for a big dunk and a big time moment. It doesn't matter. It didn't matter who was on Jalen Brunson tonight. A Kogi, Goodwin down the stretch on that big time pull at mid-range. You could throw anything at this dude. Length. I thought length was going to disrupt this dude. It does not matter at all. Just a little bit of airspace can get to that mid-range and knock it down. Just being 6'1", hitting those fall-away jumpers. I love that. He's humble but confident. He grew up a Knicks fan. He knows how to deal with the media. He's not afraid of shit. He holds himself accountable. He's tough as like, we need a rebounding. He gave us 6 rebounds as a 6'1" guard. He's a smaller guard, but it doesn't matter. But 35 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Was extremely efficient in this basketball game. You take a look at it here. Jalen Brunson, 15 of 25, 5 of 10 from 3. Missed 2 free throws, which is just funny. He just kind of has that one issue that he just misses like 1 free throw sometimes. I'm like, come on, you gotta knock that down. But Jalen Brunson, unbelievable. Clutch shot after clutch shot. That 1 3 he hit at the top of the key in the second half was unbelievable. Just draped all over him right before the Suns called a timeout. I believe it came in that third quarter. But it was a tale of two halves. The Knicks needed to consistently want it more. It came down to 50-50 balls. It came down to a very difficult shot. The Suns bench scoring, being more consistent than our starters, definitely hurts. Like Hart, we know he's not known to score, didn't score a lot tonight. 3 rebounds, known for rebounding. RJ needed to do more if he wasn't producing when it came to scoring. You need more than 1 assist. You need more than 2 rebounds. Mitch Robinson, you can't count on this dude to knock down free throws. But I don't care what anyone says about Jalen Brunson. That's my freaking guy. That's my freaking guy. This dude is not scared of shit. When he hit that mid-range, I was going freaking insane. And also Quentin Grimes, he had 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting, knocked down a 3. Had a couple looks. A couple of them were like, yeah, he just wants to get shot ups because he's like, I'm not getting any shots up in this offense. But yeah, I thought Grimes played some solid defense on Booker. Second half, Booker went insane. Not going to give up on the season. It was just a very heartbreaking loss. Need more from RJ. Hopefully he bounces back. You need more commitment from this team for 4 quarters of basketball. Let me know down below your thoughts. Peace out, y'all.